Hello there, Chicuz.
Welcome to Chicuz Radio, where two cousins share their journey of self love, personal growth, and adulting in general. We are your hosts, Chelsea,
And Aika.
inviting you to join us in this week's episode.
Tara, let's make chika. Hello, welcome back to the show.
Yes, ang sipag natin. We're on to the next episode.
Episode 2.
Yes.
How are you, cuz? Oh wait, before we officially start the show pala. What are you grateful for this week?
Ooh, magandang practice yan
Yes.
Sige.
Yes, we need to practice
Um,
gratefulness.
yeah, so something I'm grateful for this week is actually having the strength and motivation to finish work. So we just ended our school year this week. Grabe, I survived online class. Parang I never imagined myself doing an online class. I mean, yun nga yung something that I really loved about teaching na you get to be with the kids physically and, experience learning with them. Pero this time, this school year, we had to do it online. And imagine, kinder online, parang
Good
girl.
job, kids.
Sobrang amazing din talaga ng mga kids. I mean, they're going to be so awesome. Like, their generation is going to, I'm out of words.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, kasi lahat at a young age, alam na nila how to navigate Zoom, how to connect online. Imagine that. Parang tayo, hello, when I entered the real world, hirap na hirap nga ako to connect to the other person at the end of the telephone line. Telephone yun, ha? Tapos parang sila,
Grabe.
and the kids today, they know how to connect and make friends online. So, ang galing. It's something that I'm grateful for kasi what we're going through is not easy. Pero the kids are really adapting to the situation and enjoying the process through, going through this school year. And yeah, we survived our first online class, online school
Yay!
year. And yeah, I am also done with PTCs. So, on my end naman, so for the kids, yun yung something that I'm grateful for na they were able to get through and they were able to make friends online. On my end naman, I was able to finish the parent teacher conferences. Sobrang hirap
Yay!
na on my end kasi
Wild!
especially, eto nga, again, especially this school year, a lot of parents were worried and
Mhm.
they were hesitant to enroll their kids kasi online. Parang, kaya ba? May matututunan ba talaga sila? And then, seeing how their kids now, parang after the whole school year of having classes online, ang galing na yun, we were able to prove to them na, yes, meron pa rin silang matututunan and we just have to believe in them. We just have to believe to the kids na kaya nila mag-adapt. Kasi really, ang galing talaga nila. They're so amazing. And yeah, I'm grateful for all those wonders in life. It gives me the motivation to, continue, even though it's hard, but to continue in my career.
Yay!
How
So,
about you?
wait, before ako magsabi ng sa'kin, I just
Go.
wanna have a shout out to all the teachers out there.
Yes.
Sobrang amazing kayo. Lalo na preschool teachers because I have friends who actually teach kids then. And I know how much patience is needed talaga when it comes to teaching these kids. So sobrang amazing kayo. Hands down. You're heroes. So yay! Hello, shout out to all the teachers out there. Yeah.
Yes, we made it.
Woohoo! Okay, so yeah, my turn naman. What am I grateful for this week? Uh, well, okay, this is one thing that's I'm really grateful for is being healthy pa din. That despite of what's happening all around the world, myself and my family, our family is still healthy. So it's still something that it's really something that I'm grateful for because I know a lot of people suffered loss because of the pandemic, and not just because of the pandemic but because of the pre-existing conditions na hindi na alagaan ng husto dahil nga the focus usually now is more on the pandemic response. So, yun. I'm really grateful that we're still complete. I'm praying na we'll all be healthy, na okay tayo despite the pandemic. Kaya dapat talaga social distancing and continue wearing the masks.
Yes, 'wag na tayong pasaway please.
And
Ang tagal na.
sanitize. Sanitize,
Girl,
please.
1 year na tayo.
More
Parang
than na.
'di ba, parang
Yeah.
'wag na magpasaway.
Yes, exactly. So, yun talaga. Yun yung isa. Kasi right now nga, dumadami na naman ang cases dito. So, ano kami, nag-step back kami sa phase. So, almost lockdown ulit kami.
Oh, again?
Yes. Well, of course, yung marami sa sa'min is different from marami sa Pilipinas.
Well, yeah.
Yes, it's much worse in the Philippines. Pero you'll see nga how the government is responding very well here. Kasi because of the strict uh, precautionary measures that they impose for the safety of everyone.
Going back to, my work, yung na-share
Yes.
ko kanina.
Uh-huh.
Before we started school year 2020, 2021, we even had that hope na, parang half of the school year, we're going to be in the classroom physically na. But then, things happened, 2021 came, and then parang things are not getting any better, ganyan. So, parang I think December pa lang, the heads of our school talked to us na about the possibility of still having online classes for the next school year, which is 2021, 2022. So parang ako, oh my gosh. But I was starting to have that Zoom burnout, Zoom fatigue. Yun pala yung
Zoom
tamang term.
fatigue.
Yes, Zoom fatigue. And it came to a point na before, when we were back in the house, I can't sleep in my own room kasi I turned my room into a classroom. And
Oh, that's
sleep
sad.
yes, because like sleeping there, hindi ako nare-refresh in the morning, and nakikita ko yung table ko full of
Mhm.
documents or like the props that I need to use the next day. So, parang hindi napapahinga yung mind ko. So, I begged my brother, sabi ko, please, patulugin mo ko kasi my brother sleeps on another floor. Yes, kala mo ang taas ng bahay. My brother sleeps on the third floor of our house. So, I had to beg him na sabi ko, please, patulugin mo ako dito. Kasi, hindi ako nare-refresh, hindi ako nakakapahinga sa work ko if I sleep in my room.
Oh, so is that one of your work from home productivity tips?
Well, it worked for me for a while. Syempre, I can't sleep naman. I just slept there for a time. And then,
Okay.
I try to, yun. Kasi syempre, privacy pa rin naman ng brother ko.
Mhm.
Importante pa rin yun sa kanya. So, I had to go back. Pero at least, it helped me in that, parang in those months or weeks na natulog ako dun sa room niya.
Yes,
So, yun.
actually, like similar to you, I don't work here inside my room. I work outside sa living room. Kasi nga, I feel na if I work here, wala nang separation ng work and rest. Which is, my room is
Totoo.
supposed to be my sanctuary. Like, kung ano mang gusto kong gawin sa room ko, it's for my own personal, like, wants and needs. So, talagang I made it a point na I'll work outside sa living room. Besides na nandun na rin kasi yung second monitor. Hindi siya kasya dito sa room ko. Pero ayun, kasi nga, for me, it's really one of the things na kailangan nating gawa ng paraan. That we need to have a space where we do certain things.
It doesn't look like it's gonna end soon.
I
Parang dito
know.
pa rin tayo for the next, yeah, for the next
Yes,
year,
actually,
this year.
it's funny because they actually like last week they actually announced the office announced that we can like go back 75% of the workforce sa office. That's still optional, but at least we can accommodate more in the office. And then that same day the government announced the lockdown again, that that, that for these offices and work that can do work from home, then they need to mandatory do work from home. So, kaya ngayon, close na naman po ang office namin because of that.
Grabe.
Mhm.
So, what else? Parang, what else works for you since you're still work from home?
Okay, well, another work from home tip ko, ano ko lang 'to, I just thought of it like kanina lang, mga 5 seconds ago, is to invest sa sa resources mo. Like sa chair and sa table and sa second monitor if need be. Kasi nga, if you know na hindi pa siya matatapos eventually, it's good na maayos yung setup mo, yung work from home setup mo. So, it's good na to save up for it and then invest kasi aging is real. Aging is real. Sumasakit talaga ang mga kasukasuan kapag hindi maayos yung upo, kapag sobrang nakatutok lang sa laptop all day long. Kaya yun, that's one thing na I'll say one of my work from home tips specifically to invest in the equipments nga to be more help you be more productive when you're working from home.
Totoo. And your work area, if you can't have uh, a separate room, or at least your work area should be a place that you really love going. Kasi you're gonna be there for almost every day, diba?
Yes,
So, and for the whole day, almost the whole
almost all day.
day, you're gonna spend most of your time there. So
Mhm.
it's supposed to be something that you really love, that gives you motivation, that keeps you motivated rather. Yeah, tama ka. When I also found out that we can't see the end in online classes so far, I sounded like I was about to cry, but hindi po ako naiyak.
Oh no.
Um, I really invested in good camera, webcam, ring light, good lighting. Kasi how are the kids going to connect to you if they can't see you properly? Ito naman in terms of online school to. Pero, you know, it gave me motivation na, oh, nakikita ka ng students mo. Parang, oh, you look like one of the members of the high five. Alam mo yun? You look like, you look like the person in Art Attack, 'di ba? So,
Yeah.
parang, yun, it gave me that confidence, that extra boost of confidence to show up to work every day. I mean, hindi naman namin sinasabi na you should buy everything, pero at least man lang have the things that will make you happy. And pinagpaguran mo naman yun, work mo naman yun. I mean, di ba? Parang
Reward yourself.
reward yourself exactly. And I also would just like to add to what you said na invest on a chair or like
Yes.
a table and a laptop stand.
Mhm.
Alam mo ba, when I started to fix my work area, I really searched for what's the ergonomic
Ergonomic.
way to yes, to set up
Oh my
your
God, same
workspace.
here. Same
So
here.
I
Sobra.
don't have the chair right now because I'm not at home, but I invested in a massage chair.
Wow.
Really, as
Wow.
in, I was supposed to just buy this, yung typical office chair, ganyan.
Mhm.
And then, my mom, so si mama, saw this ad on Facebook na, yun nga, nagbebenta siya ng massage chair. Mukha siyang gaming chair, pero slash massage chair. And sabi niya, matagal ka naman mag-o-online class. So, okay lang 'yan. Parang
Yeah.
invest on the things that you need in your work area. And then, ayun, nag-unti-unti ako. I now have I used to have a gaming headset, gaming headphones, kaso nasira siya. So, I invested in a good microphone na alam kong maririnig ako ng students ko very well and clearly. I also bought this. As in, nag-set up talaga ako na, yeah, sometimes when, it gets to you, ide-dread mo talaga showing up to your work area. Pero 'pag nakikita mo yung pinaghirapan mo ding workspace na,
Yes.
"Uy, I look legit." Like, right now, we look like podcasters, legit
Woohoo!
podcasters, na it helps us, be motivated, and it helps us shows up to work, and that's what's most important right now.
Yes, I totally agree. And especially talaga sa chair. I think if there's one na you need to invest aside from, of course, a laptop, is a chair. Sobrang iba ang comfortable chair. Kasi you'll be sitting almost the entire day. So for
Totoo.
me, anything na will have a negative effect on my health like long term, I'll rather invest like a few bucks right now kesa naman gumastos ako ng libo-libo at milyon sa pagpapagaling in the future.
'Pag lumala yung sakit 'no?
Oo, kasi 'di ba parang
Totoo.
I'd rather spend like, for example, $100. I'd rather spend $100 on a chair kaysa naman mag-spend ako ng $100,000 sa pagpapagawa or pagpapa-heal ng likod ko. Yung
Totoo.
yun. So, I think that's one. We're not saying na na you need to buy everything all at
And
once.
splurge, yeah.
Yeah, and splurge.
No. Yeah, it took me a year to
Mm.
set things up.
Yeah,
Actually,
patience.
yeah, as for me, medyo sinuwerte lang din ako kasi I had that vlogging hobby on the side. I had knowledge on how to set up a good lighting. I had a ring light na pang studio light talaga before. Nasira lang siya. So, iba na to. Um, I had a good camera and I really maximize YouTube University. As in, nag-search ako how to use my phone as a secondary
Yeah.
camera. So you can also be resourceful. Not naman splurge and buy everything. Sabi mo nga, all at once. You can
Mm.
just like for this month, you can buy the camera muna. Or if meron ka namang phone, you can use your phone to
Yes.
level up your Zoom meetings, 'di ba? So,
Yes. Exactly.
you can also be resourceful but at the same time na mapapasaya mo yung sarili mo.
I think it's the balance talaga.
Yes.
It's the balance of spending,
Mhm.
spending, and for the things that like will make you happy and will last for a long time. It's like proper investing. Ganun siya. Na, yun, that's for one. Parang ilan na yung nasabi nating work from home productivity tips.
Good luck sa pag-summarize.
Ako ba pagsa-summarize?
'Wag na nating i-summarize 'to.
Kayo na lang po
I-ano
ang
niyo na lang, oo.
mag-summarize. Kayo na lang.
I-back niyo na lang.
Kasi hindi na namin maalala dahil ano 'to, eh, kung ano lang yung maisip namin.
Totoo.
Yun na yun sinabi namin.
'Di ba? Kaya nga kami nag-podcast kasi machika kaming person. Ganito talaga kami mag-usap ni Ate Aika in real life. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So, hello, welcome to our life. So, you're free to eavesdrop sa aming conversation.
Or you can join us in the community page. Yeah.
Yes! Yes, join us,
You can
please.
join the conversation in
Mhm.
our Facebook community.
We love to hear from you. Like, kung
Yes.
ano man ang mga work from home
Mhm.
productivity tips nyo. Or actually, any productivity tips nyo. Ano pa ba? Ikaw,
Mhm.
what else? What else are your productivity tips?
For me, it really helps a lot aside from building my work environment or my workspace is to also build my routines.
Ah, I totally agree.
And ever since you know me, as in parang grade school pa lang ata ako, ever since nagkaroon ng assignment to make a schedule at home. Every year ko na siyang ginagawa na, 7 to 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, gano'n.
Is it a
And
Virgo thing?
I think, yeah, gano'n 'yan, gano'n tayo, alam
I
natin 'yan.
know. Ako
So,
din. Meron rin talaga akong schedule.
and it helps a lot in terms of putting boundaries kasi nawala na yung physical boundaries of you going to work and then you coming home and then wala nang work, 'di ba?
Yes.
So nawala na yung that kind of boundary. So the only boundary you have left is to put boundaries in terms of your schedule. So I'm gonna work from 8 o'clock to 6:30, ganun lang. And then beyond 6:30, work pa din. Na joke lang. I mean, I lessen the work beyond 6:30. I don't pressure myself to reply to messages beyond 6:30. I allot time for myself, especially yun nga, we're just at home eh. Kasi bawal tayo
Mhm.
lumabas. So, it helps to put ano ba, allot time to
Block time.
yeah, to block tama 'di ba?
Yes, block
Yeah.
time.
To block time for yourself. Yeah, when I spend time with my family, when I spend time with my partner, or if I need to catch up with friends, or yun. So yeah, build a routine. It also helps in terms of decision fatigue ba tawag dun?
Oh, I think so, yeah. Kasi
So,
meron ka ng naka-allot na time and
mhm.
activity, so you don't need to think about it. So, kasi nga 'di ba sabi nila, I think it was Jay Shetty who said it in one of his podcast episodes na ano, we have a limited amount of energy and decision making. So, usually 'pag marami kang decisions na kailangang gawin, towards the end of the day, parang hindi na tama yung mga decisions na gagawin mo. Kasi naubos na siya sa beginning of the day 'pag masyadong marami. And yun din I think yung sinasabi nilang, concept kung bakit like si Steve Jobs ay pareho ng suot everyday.
Yes, oo.
Because nga, to eliminate the decision of choosing what to wear for that day. So you can focus your energy and your decision making on more important things. Okay, so expand ko lang. Kasi yun din yung sa akin, yung I'll expand lang sa building your routine and sa block time. So building your routine, for me, naka-schedule siya for like morning routine and then yung afternoon and then bedtime routine. Kasi I really believe that the morning, at least 30 minutes to an hour should be allotted for yourself. I believe na sobrang nakakatulong talaga siya to be more productive throughout the day if like you build your morning routine. Whatever works for you na morning routine. And then block time. Block time is mostly kung ano nga yung sinabi mo, you need to allot certain time for specific activities. And sa block time, hindi lang, ano yun hindi lang puro productive work. Like, ano lang, like puro task, ganyan. Hindi yung puro laba, ganyan, or chores. Block time includes rest. Kaya
Yes.
siya may block time para you allot rest day. So, for example, Sunday is you just allot it for like resting. That's already a block time na para sa sarili mo lang whatever you wanna do. Ganyan. And then Saturday, you'll do for example morning, you'll do uh something for your passion project or side hustles, and then afternoon you spend out with friends or Zoom meetings with Zoom calls with friends.
So I would just like to add in yun nga, building your routines and schedule to never forget to have a physical activity. Especially
Mm.
we're just at home and you're sitting on your chair and facing your desk, your laptop almost the entire day. So importante to have a physical activity kahit to just walk around the village or just walk around the street or like do stretches in the morning. I have yet to go back to that practice kasi
Actually,
we
go.
just kasi we just moved out. So now I don't have a space for that activity. And I'm not sure if I can go outside to have a walk.
Mm.
And ang init din talaga sa Philippines these days. So parang
Summer, hello.
feeling ko masusunog ako pag lumabas ako. So I just yun, I have yet to go back to that, but it really helped me a lot in terms of it was my time for myself eh. It was my time for myself and yun, parang 'pag matagal ka talagang nakaupo, mafi-feel mo yung parang
Back pain.
mafi-feel mo oo,
Is
feel mo
it
yung back
lower back?
pain and then yung ano ba, yung tapos kapag mag-aano ako, magwo-workout ako, as in puputok talaga siya, gano'n.
Yung naririnig mo talaga yung lagotok ng bones.
Oo, gano'n. So
Grabe.
and it also helped with my mental health. So, ang
Yes.
practice ko nun, I think we have to make another episode for this.
Yes.
Parang
So,
our routines.
routines. I was about to suggest that.
Yeah.
So we will make another episode of
Yes.
our morning bed and bedtime routines.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So watch out for that one.
Or like our perfect ideal day.
Yes. Idea.
Our ideal day. Something like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
ideal day siya ha, kasi
oo.
disclaimer hindi namin siya nagagawa
Yes.
everyday. Merong mga days na talagang gusto lang naming matulog sa kama or mag-binge watch sa
Mm-hmm.
Netflix ng mga Korean dramas.
K-drama.
Yes, so yun, disclaimer po, it's okay. It's okay na hindi siya magawa everyday. Basta yung most days naman ay nagagawa
Mm-hmm.
siya. Yun. Okay, so aside from sa routines, what else pa? Productivity tips.
So, sige, isa-summarize ko na yung akin kasi last na 'to.
Ah,
So
okay,
first
sige.
so first, is to, yun nga, build your workspace, build your work area. And
Okay.
then next is build your schedule, build routines
Mhm.
for work and for personal life. And then last is for me is to build a life outside your work.
Oh, that's so true.
So, like what we're doing right now, we're starting
Yes.
our own personal project, which is starting a podcast. And like for me, since we're not allowed to go out, I had more time to give in my YouTube channels. You can visit my YouTube channel, Dear Jessie. I do vlogs every now and then. And yun, it helped me a lot kasi nga, nawala yung physical boundary of you having a life outside of work. So you're just in one space. So what I had to do is to make new hobbies. Tama
Yes.
ba? Yeah. To
Yes.
make and find new hobbies that will remove me from that work mode even if I'm still in the same space or in the same area. It will give you that sense of yun completeness na you have work, na even though you're at home, you still have work, you still have your time for your family, you still have time for yourself, and you still have other things
Yeah, so
aside
it
from work.
okay, so you're saying is that it makes you feel that you're still living a holistic life,
Yes.
right? Okay. I agree with that. Sobrang ano 'yun, tama 'yun na it's important that we have something that we like to do outside of work. Something that's our passion project or something na ano lang talaga makes us relax or
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy life. Just do something that is outside work kahit nasa same space ka nga. This is the case kung hindi talaga kayang i-separate.
Kaya, yes.
Yeah, kung hindi kayang i-separate yung space for different task or masyadong maliit yung space. For example nga, kung maliit yung room mo, 'di ba? Tapos nandun ka nagwo-work. Tapos yun na din yung yun lang yung space mo. Pwede mo siyang gamitin din as a space to exercise kung meron pa,
Mm-hmm.
yung gano'n. Yun siya. So, to be clear lang, if may space ka to do things separately, then do the activity separately sa assigned environment or space nila. But if wala, then you can do is to have another thing that's outside of work. That is not sleeping.
Yes.
Hopefully. Kasi medyo mahirap yun eh. Ang weird, no? Talaga. Medyo mahirap talaga na kapag nasa kama ka nagwo-work, ganyan. Parang hindi
Yeah.
mo na mararamdaman na this is my sanctuary.
Yeah, and yun nga eh, if you can't put boundaries physically, at least put boundaries dun sa time on when you do
Yes.
things.
That's very smart. A very smart way to say it. Instead of a physical boundary, you put a time boundary. And then, what else? Oh, speaking of time, there's one that actually helps me a lot for productivity. Hindi lang for work, even for example sa podcast or something na kailangan kong gawin, na kailangan ng focus ko. I use, the Bear Focus Timer. Hindi siya free sa App Store. I'm not sure if free siya sa, Play Store, but it's very useful for me. Ano siya,
What's this?
it uses the Pomodoro technique. Yes.
Oh.
Actually, if wala, kung hindi mo naman siya gustong i-download, okay lang din. You just Google Pomodoro timer sa Google
Mm-hmm.
and then it will give you the time. So usually you can allot like 25 minutes of focus. So you'll start 25 minutes of focus and then you put 5 minutes of rest.
So for our listeners who don't know, what's a Pomodoro technique?
Pomodoro technique is having the certain number of minutes. For example, nga 25 minutes of focus and then 5 minutes of rest and then you repeat that for example 4 cycles. So it's like forcing your body to know when to focus and then when to rest. Kasi nga usually when we just are like too focused on one thing, mas nabe-burn out tayo. So in that way, when we can like do 25 minutes of focus, then 5 minutes of rest, we have this time for ourselves to like, okay, calm down. What's really happening? Like, am I still on track on what I need to do? So it's good for both focus and productivity and mental health.
I would just like to read from Wikipedia.
Okay,
So for
go.
those of you who don't know, the Pomodoro technique, according to Wikipedia, is a time management method developed by Francesco Cirillo. Wow. Sorry,
Wow.
correct me if I pronounce it wrong. But it was developed in the late 1980s, and this technique uses a timer to break down work into intervals.
Mhm.
Traditionally 25 minutes in length, so what you mentioned a while ago, separated by short breaks. Each interval is known as a pomodoro, from the Italian word tomato, after the tomato shaped kitchen timer that Cirillo used as a university student.
Yes.
So there.
May pala
So
trivia
actually
kami.
I would just like to add dun sa Pomodoro technique. When I had a vlog, I think a month ago, na I had to catch up on my professional development courses. So I used Pomodoro, but I you can tweak it kasi based on your own
Mhm.
attention span, as you mentioned a while ago. So pwedeng 25 and then 5-minute break and then 25 again and then 5-minute break. But for me, I can work longer. So what I practice is 40 minutes of focus, 40 minutes of focus and then 20 minutes of break. And then I saw this technique. You can also use this. Ito medyo ano na siya, specific tips na of how you can practice and be more productive at home. This one they named it Anime Doro.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, and I used it last month. So I will work for 40 minutes and then that 20 minutes I will watch an anime episode. I have to skip the intro and then the outro. 20 minutes
Okay.
lang talaga ang anime episode.
Anime, that's true. Again, yeah, so for those who love watching anime, you can use this technique,
Yes, anime
the
Doro.
anime Doro technique to help in your productivity.
Mhm.
Yun lang, kailangan nga 40 minutes yung focus mo instead of 25. But 'di ba makakatapos ka ng isang anime
Yes.
episode.
Instead of binging, na
Yes.
tutuloy-tuloy mo
Mhm.
yung episodes, yung series. You can watch one episode and then be productive after, and then,
Watch again as a reward.
another tip I practice, which is incorporating something that you love doing to something that you're dreading to do. Parang ganon na, 'di ba? If
Like a
wala kang
habit stacking.
Yeah, if wala kang motivation to do your work, you can incorporate it in yun nga, something that you love, which is or something that you're interested to do, which is watch an anime or like a K-drama episode. If 20 kaya ba ng 20 minutes. Pero yun, parang it will help you push yourself, be more motivated. I remember too. I still have two more tips pala.
Oh,
Ito something that you
wow!
practice. I remember lang. Sige,
Wow,
go ahead.
grabe. So, good luck talaga how we're gonna summarize this.
Sorry.
Okay, so for me, yung last ko, which is dapat pala nauna siya, is we need to have goals and intentions when it comes to productivity. Kasi nga, productivity doesn't always equate to being busy. You can be busy and do a lot of things sa araw
Totoo.
mo and then pagod ka, but at the end of the day, parang yun ba talaga yung kailangan mong gawin? Yun ba talaga yung gusto mong gawin? Did it help you grow? Did it help you like be a better person? If not, then you're just busy. So it's good that you need to have goals and intentions so you can be productive. So yun nga, like for example nga is itong podcast. This is something that we both like and this is something of our personal project. So we allot time. So we really have like the goal and the intention of having this part of our week. And that is something that will help us like be better and to grow. So yun siya, part siya ng productivity. So when we do this, it's not just a task. This is something that we both consider as being productive.
Pero, yung takeaway ko dun sa
Mhm.
what you just said is knowing your whys and whatever you're going to do
Mhm.
goes a long way. It will help you push yourself.
Yes. Well, actually, I have a better one. It's
Hmm.
your why actually pulls you rather than it pushes you. Because
Mm.
usually your why must be so big that when you're so down, you don't want to be doing something else. It will pull you up to do it. Kasi when
And
you're like, I don't know. I just have this visual na when you're down, you'll be lying on the ground. So if you're lying on the ground, paano ka ipupush, di ba? So it needs to be something that pulls you up.
connected dun sa what you just said,
Yeah.
na knowing your whys. What if hindi gano'n ka-strong yung why mo to do the task? Like for example, in work. Sorry, impromptu question, pero
Okay.
naisip ko lang.
If hindi siya
Like
ganun
sa
kas
work, 'di ba?
okay.
Sometimes you just need to work for the for the money. I mean, it's a reality
Yes.
na hindi gano'n ka-strong yung why mo. Paano yung mga gano'n?
Okay. Sa mga ganong experiences, I actually have two. One is I'll find a bigger why. Because usually naman, like for example, sa work nga, di ba? Na, oh my God, I don't wanna go to work, ganyan. But then, you think that your work gives you your money and your money can allow you to travel and buy the things that you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you think about it like, okay, gusto ko nito. For example, gusto ko ng chair for my work from home, setup, ganyan. So yun yung magiging motivation if wala ka talagang motivation to work, 'di ba? So yun yung isa. And then the other one is you actually assess. Example, sobrang random lang nito. Gusto mo ng gusto mo ng books. Gusto mo ng books and then gusto mo ng may sale. For example lang ha, sobrang weird na niya. Hindi ko alam saan na tayo napupunta pero may sale nga ng books. And then you assess yourself, why do you want it ba? Why do you want the book, ganyan, or Kailangan mo ba ng maraming books dahil sale, ganyan. If not, if hindi gano'n nga ka-strong yung why mo, just let it go. Or you can ay tatlo pala, or you can actually try. You can try to push yourself and then see whether magustuhan mo siya and magkaroon ka ng bigger why or talagang wala, it's not for you. Yun, gano'n siya for
Mhm.
me. Ikaw, what do you think?
Sa'kin ay parang I think si Zen yung nag-share sa'kin nito. Pero it's from a motivational speaker that I also follow in YouTube. Her name is Mel Robbins,
Oh, I love
and
her!
yes, she has this 5-second rule
Mm.
na parang think of yourself thou ano yun? Think of yourself daw as parang a rocket ship.
Yes.
Like when you're having a hard time to get up in the morning or to do the task, think of yourself as a rocket ship and do a countdown starting from 5. And then, yun nga, parang you'll count na parang maglo-launch yung rocket ship, which is you. And then
Mhm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just get up and just do the task.
Yes.
I'll add na rin yung tip na to do something just for 5 minutes
Yes,
or
that's what I'm
ano ba
about
yun?
to add,
Oo.
just
Just
do it for
to
5 minutes,
five
force it for
minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh.
Usually effective siya sa'kin. Usually. May mga times na hindi talaga. Kahit I force myself to do it for 5-10 minutes, after that ayoko pala talaga, ganyan. But
Mhm.
usually, especially when, like, doing something I don't like, I do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's effective. Plus the 5 minutes. Kasi usually it's either 5 or 10 minutes. Eh, 'di ba ang iksi lang nun. So just
Mhm.
do it. Do it na. Ay, eto pa pala. Sorry, ang dami. Hindi ko na alam kung paano 'to. Another
Okey lang 'yan.
productivity tip na naisip ko because we're talking about nga sa timing. Sa mga task that you can do for 2 minutes or under, just do it immediately.
Mhm.
Or
Yeah.
you like set a schedule nga.
Mhm.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
mean, we know it's hard. There will be
Mhm.
days na since alam mo na kaya nga siya within 2 minutes, so iipunin mo siya. I mean, there are days like that, but if meron ka namang energy and motivation to finish it immediately, just
Mhm.
do it. I swear. I mean, I'm not gonna swear, but like, I kid you not, you're gonna thank yourself for it.
Yes. If hindi kaya, just put a note. Mas okay yung physical note or lagay mo sa phone para hindi mo talaga makakalimutan. Kasi if mental lang, usually makakalimutan natin yun, eh. Lalo
Feeling ko ang
para
dami pa nating ano.
tips. Pero
Oo. Sige,
pero
I'll
sige, go.
I'll I'll share my
Okay.
last na. For now, ang dami ko pang practices in mind,
Yeah.
pero let's do it on another episode.
Okay.
So my last tip is something that I saw in a Facebook page. I think it was a minimalist group. Um, Nagbigay ng tip yung isang member dun sa group, and then he said na manage your energy. If you can't
Yes.
manage your time, manage your energy.
Yes.
And then yung tip niya was if a task is draining you so much energy, for example, your desk work. If your desk work is draining so much of your energy, make sure that after your allotted time, regain your energy by doing something that gives you energy. So for example, if coffee gives you energy, if walking gives you energy, do more of the things that gives you energy. Even if you need to take a bath or toothbrush every once in a while. Pero kasi 'di ba totoo nakaka-regain
Yes.
ng energy yung pagtu-toothbrush. Do more of the things that gives you energy to sustain and give you the push to do the thing that drains your energy.
Yes. I agree. I completely agree doon. And actually, wala, nakalimutan ko na yung sasabihin ko. I think it's better to summarize this na.
Yes. So number 1 is to build your workspace. Number 2 is build your schedule and routines. Number 3 is to build a life outside your work. Number 4 is to have a physical activity. Number 5 is the Pomodoro or the Anime Doro technique, whichever suits you. Number 6 is the 5-second rule. And then number 7, oh, number 7 pala.
Number 7 is to have your goals and your intentions.
Number 7 is to have your goals and intentions. And then number 8,
8. Oh my God.
oh, 7 lang.
Okay. 7 lang pala. Okay. So, 7 lang pala, guys. Sorry.
Ah, energy management.
So, 8 nga, energy management.
Ganito talaga 'pag walang script, guys. Okay na, 'wag na
Yes.
natin
Oo.
ulitin.
Okay na yun. 8 po siya. 8. Remember the energy management if you cannot do the
Yes.
time management. Yay! And I
And that's a
think,
wrap
yay!
of the second episode.
Yay! Okay, we hope this episode is helpful for you in any way. And if you have any questions, suggestions, and comments, feel free to tag us at Chicuz Radio in Instagram and Twitter. Also, if you want to continue the conversation, head on to our Facebook page. Okay, you go ahead. What's our Facebook page?
Chicuz Radio. That's CHICUZ Radio. See you there, and thank you for listening. We appreciate you. Let's make Chica again soon. Paalam!
Paalam!